The X Zone Radio Show is heard on radio broadcast affiliates worldwide, including
AM 580 CFRA in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
WPUL AM 1590 in Daytona Beach, Florida.
KOHI AM 1610 in St. Helens, Oregon.
KHRO AM 1150 in El Paso, Texas. And for more information on becoming a professional broadcast affiliate of the X Zone Radio Show, visit
www.xzbn.net
or call toll-free worldwide
1-800-610-7035.
The X Zone radio and TV show is largely an opinion talk show. All opinions, comments, or statements of fact expressed by Rob McConnell's guests are strictly their own and are not to be construed as those of the X Zone radio and TV show or in any manner endorsed by Rob McConnell, Relmar McConnell Media Company, Talkstar Radio Network, its affiliated stations, or employees.
They were pretty smart, but you got being right down to an art. You think you're a genius, you drive me up the wall. You're regular, original, know-it-all. Oh, you think you're special. Oh, you think you're something else. Okay, so you're a rocket scientist. That don't impress me much.
Welcome back to the X Zone, everyone. My name is Rob McConnell. Worldwide toll-free, 1-800-610-7035. My email address, xzone@xzoneradiotv.com. On MSN Messenger, xzoneradiotv@hotmail.com. And our website, www.xzoneradiotv.com. Sinthia is our special guest this hour. She was born with the ability to heal and see energy in the different ways, like colors, entities, higher beings, and so on. She's done this for more than 15 years. Her preparation has been with different teachers from Mexico to India. The objectiveness of this preparation is to heal our lives, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Sinthia gives courses, she attends conferences, and she also does group therapy. Recently, she was contacted with 2 guides or teachers who gave her some healing techniques and taught her many other ways about very important subjects. Joining us now from the beautiful country of Mexico is Sinthia. Hello, Sinthia.
Hi, how are you, Ralph?
I'm doing very good, Sinthia. Tell me, what was it like, Sinthia, when you first discovered that you were able to heal people, and when did this happen?
Okay, it happened early in the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
and I discovered that because I saw that the energy surrounding the body of the persons or the people. And then I saw the systems inside, and that was something wrong there.
Mm-hmm.
It was like my intuition. It started like that, and many things happened since then.
Now,
when it all began.
Now, you say you were telling me that you have learned from teachers from Mexico as well as in India, and
Yes.
Who were some of the teachers that you've had along the way?
Well, okay, the first teacher that I had was my father. He was also a healer. He wasn't a professional healer,
Mm-hmm.
but I started to learn with him. And he was a very important image for me,
Yes.
or formation. And after him, there was another teacher. His name is Harold Moscovitz. And he is also a healer and a clairvoyant. And my latest teachers are from India. They are a couple, and his name is Bhagavan, and her name is Amma, and they are from India. They still alive, and they are from this place in Madras, in India, and they have the Wholeness University in India.
All right, stand by, Sinthia. You and I have to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. X Zone Nation, Sinthia is our special guest. If you'd like to contact Sinthia, here's her email address. It's SNDRSCORE_AMADOR@yahoo.com. We'll be back on the other side of this 2-minute commercial break as we continue talking to Sinthia about healing here on the X Zone, live and around the world from our studios in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Once again, if you'd like to give us a call, toll-free worldwide, 1-800-610-7035. Email xzone@xzoneradiotv.com. And our website, www.xzoneradiotv.com. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go away. One 1-800-610-7035 is my toll-free number worldwide. Xzone at xzoneradiotv.com and on MSN Messenger, xzoneradiotv.com. Is learning how to heal something that everyone can do, Sinthia?
Yes, everyone can do that. It's an ability like anything else, like playing the guitar or learning another language, or being good with mathematics, or being a good chef. It's very easy. Anyone can do it.
How can people learn to do it? For example, somebody's listening today and they would like to learn how to heal. How would they do that? What would they need to know?
Okay. The first thing that they need to know is that they have this ability, like everyone else, okay? And how can they heal? First, they have to accept their emotions, what they are living right now. It's just an experience and a process that they are having in life. And we are here to experience or to learn through our emotions, and that's the first thing. You know, I feel angry or I feel mad because of this person that's making me feel whatever. And that's the first step that we have to take, to accept what I'm feeling inside me. And it's, how can I say this? It's like magic, because we start, in the moment we start to accept what I'm feeling right now, that feeling is healing my life. Am I clear? Yes?
Yes,
do you understand me?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And that's how we start to heal, or to recognize that we are healers.
What has been the hardest experience that you've ever had?
To accept myself, to accept that I have mistakes, that I've made mistakes in my life, and that I'm not the top girl that I wanted to be, or the top girl that I wanted the other people to believe that I was. And that was the very hardest experience that I had. Accept that I am who I am, and everyone loves me the way I am, not me, at the beginning. Okay, when I start to understand that I am like everyone else, having problems and making mistakes, or feeling anger or envy like everyone else, when I started to accept that, everything changed. Everything. But it was very hard for me to accept that. Very, very hard. Because I just wanted to be the perfect healer, or the perfect clairvoyant, or the perfect mother,
Sure.
And it wasn't like that.
We're not
So
all.
that was very hard.
So I would imagine what you're trying to say is that the hardest part for you to accept was that you weren't perfect, that you're a human,
Yes.
that we're all frail and we all make mistakes.
Yes.
Tell
Yes,
me,
that was the hardest.
Sinthia, how can we heal our relations with those who have already passed on?
Okay, again, we have to accept what we're feeling, and we have to ask for help to the higher beings that you believe in. It can be God or Jesus or whoever you want. You have to ask them to help you heal what you're feeling inside. Even though that person is gone, it doesn't matter, because there are no limits for the energy and for your feelings or your thoughts. There are no limits, okay? There's no time and space, okay? So if I know that my father is gone, okay,
Right.
but I know that something, I have a feeling about him. What do I do? So I ask my highest, my guides, to help me heal what I'm feeling right now. So the energy travels, my wish travels through space and time, and then this person is right here standing in front of me, and I can tell him what I feel, and I can ask him to forgive me. And I can ask myself to forgive. And then it's that magic that I was talking about, that it happens immediately. It's just like that. If you do it from your heart, deep in your heart, if you really want to heal that relationship, you just ask to be healed, or ask to be with that person, and it happens. Just like that. And you feel that your body, your physical body, it feels different. It feels release. It feels light. It feels better. No more pain in your body. And you can do this with every person. It doesn't have to be gone. It has to, it can be here, right in front of you, or it can be your teacher or your boss or your sister, whoever. And it can be obviously alive, and you can do that. And it really works. It really works.
Do we choose our experiences? Do we choose our relationships? Do we choose our family? Or is this all predestined?
No, we choose them. Before we are born, we choose the experiences that we have, that we want to have in this life. And we choose the persons, name it family, friends, or your boss or your teachers, whatever. We choose to be with this certain group of people in this life, and for example, my father, I choose my father that he was going to be with me, and we were going to live like a teacher and student. And he taught me a lot of things, not only the things that I do for a living right now as a healer.
Right.
He taught me many other things, okay? And my relation with my mother, the same. I choose to experience to be a mother like her, but she had to teach me that. So we choose everything in this life. We are creators, and we create our lives, and we create all the experiences that we have. So whatever is happening to you right now, or it happened to you 3 years ago, or 4 or 3 days ago, you choose that experience. Okay, you created that.
So nothing is predestined.
Not necessarily, no. We create all that. Everything that we live.
Tell me what it was like for you growing up. Did you realize you had something that was very special, that you could communicate with other people in a very special way? And how did your father teach you along the way to do what you do today?
Okay. Well, since I was a little girl, I could see the energy and all that. But in my time and in where I lived, where I was born,
yes,
it wasn't very good to talk about these things,
No, why not?
Because it was something very strange, and people could think that it was something from the devil, or I don't know, we were getting mad or something, So it wasn't, when I was a little girl, that wasn't very good to talk. So when I was a teenager, it started again. I started to listen voices, or to listen the thoughts of the people that was near me, or that was on the phone, and I started to see again the energy and the bodies inside and all that. So I talked to my father, and I told him like this: are you going to teach me, or do you want me to look for another teacher? And then he said, okay, I will teach you. And then he started to talk to me about the mind control. There is a system that is the Silva's mind control, I guess.
Right.
Is the name, yes. Okay, so he taught me that system.
All right, stand by. You and I have to take a commercial break with the news, Sinthia.
Okay.
We'll be back very shortly.
Okay.
Exonation, Sinthia is
Okay.
our special guest all the way from Mexico. Her email address is s_BEJARANO_AMADOR@yahoo.com. We'll be back on the other side of this news break as the X Zone continues from our studios in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Don't go away.
Well, here we are again. So now I've got to have major surgery. It really kind of bothers me a little bit. So the doc said to me, you need to go see the surgeon. So off I go to see the surgeon. I found out who the best ones are from talking around all my friends at the hospital. And then I find out that the best ones are the ones that the nurses in the hospital can tell you about. So I checked around, didn't I? And Will here on my left here, he's got a friend at the hospital who's a nurse, so we asked her, and then they asked around even more. So we got down to brass tacks and we found the one we liked. So off I go, and then he starts talking to me with the nurse. Remember the nurse practitioner lady we talked about before? She's still there. Gosh, she's nice. She must have moved from her other job to this surgeon, because there she was again. Funny thing, isn't it? And what a small world we live in. Anyhow, so he says, do you have a living will? I said, what? What are you talking about will for here on my left here? Will's alive, isn't he? He said, no, living will. No. So I said, hang on a minute, mate. I'm going to go back and make sure Will's still alive, aren't I? So off I go, and here's Will. Yeah, he's still alive. And I said to Will, you're alive. Everybody's talking about you being a living will. Well, I know you're alive, Will. He said, Alfie, calm down now, calm down. He says, you know, I'm the sensible one of the two of us. I thought, oh, cool, blimey, that's a lie for starters. Anyhow, he said, a living will is that if you're in a position, I hope to God I'm never like that, where I can't make a decision on my future health, like if you're in I hate to say the word, coma, there's somebody else that you designate can make decisions on your behalf. I thought, well, blimey, that sounds good, I suppose, but I look at Will. Can you imagine giving my decisions to Will? And I thought, I better really think about this real seriously. So a living will is where you designate somebody to be responsible for your care if you're not in a position to do so. And I thought, well, blimey, that's a good thing. And then I found, where we live here in Kentucky, for instance, you just go onto the, here we go again, website, and you find out, and they've got a form and all that you can fill out. So remember, make sure you got a living will, because blimey, I don't want to be left to all the doctors, not some trusted friend, well, not Will, but somebody else I can really trust. Living will. Make sure you got one now. Cheers. Talk to you next week.
For more information on your living will or Jeff Not or Alfie, visit their website at www.navigatingthehealthcaremaze.com. You're listening to the X-Zone Radio Show, live and around the world on the Talkstar Radio Network, X-Zone Broadcast Network, UK High Definition Radio,
Euro High Definition Radio,
and Star Cable. Our toll-free telephone number worldwide is 1-800-610-7035.
Our email address, xzone@xzoneradiotv.com.
On MSN Messenger, xzoneradiotv@hotmail.com.
And our website,
www.xzoneradiotv.com.
I believe it's meant to be, darling. I watch you. Midnight at the oasis, send your camel to bed. Shadows painting our faces, traces of romance in our heads. Heaven's holding a half moon, shining just for us. Let's slip off to a sand dune real soon. Kick up a little dust. Come on.
And welcome back to the X-Zone, everyone. Our guest this hour is Sinthia. Now, if you'd like to contact Sinthia, here's her email address. SAndor_BEJARANO_@yahoo.com. Cynthia, first of all, thank you very much for joining us all the way from Mexico this evening here on the X-Zone. And I'd like to ask you, Cynthia, can we change the way we're living? And if so, how?
Yes, we can change. We can change very, very fast, because we choose our thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
and if we change them to a positive thought, then our lives, little by little, it's going to change, because then you're not going to be worried or thinking all the time about the things that you have to pay the bills, or that you have to see your boss and it's an angry man or whatever. But if you change your thoughts to positive, that will be very good for you, and that's a very fast way to change your life. Mm-hmm.
Now, how do we know if we're on the right track, the right life track? And how do we know when we have accomplished the mission that we're here to accomplish?
Okay, when you accomplish your mission, that means that probably you are in a very good way of life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that you're healthy, you have a very good relationship with all the people that is around you. You're healthy, you're wealthy, you're happy, and all the good things of life come to you. That means that you accomplished your mission. And I'm sorry, I lost the other question.
So how do we know when we've accomplished? How do we know when we've done what we're supposed to do in this lifetime?
Yes, if we are in the right track. Okay. Everything comes to your way in a very easy and harmonic way.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in the right track. If you're trying to reach a goal, and you try very hard and very hard and very hard, and nothing happens, then you're not on the right track. You're not on the right way. But you also have to relax every time or every day. You have to find a special time for you, and you have to relax or take a deep breath or
Mm-hmm.
meditate and try to be your own guide, and try to understand if what you're doing is something is the best for you and the best for the rest of the humanity. And that's how you can you can learn, or you can understand if you're doing right or not. If what you're trying to reach is good for you, or good for you and the people that is around you. And there's no way to lose, If you pay attention to your feelings, you're going to know. There's an inner guidance inside of everyone. And we really know if we're doing right or not. Mm-hmm.
Tell me, do you believe that when we die, we come back? Do you believe in reincarnation?
Yes, we do that. But we come back, but not always to the same, here to planet Earth.
Mm-hmm.
We sometimes go to another places or another dimensions or another planet. It's not always here. We all have come several times to the Earth, but we also have gone to another places, another planets or another dimensions. It's like going to school. We go first to kindergarten,
Mm-hmm.
and we learn whatever we need to learn, and then we take vacations, and then we come back again to school, but we start in elementary school, and we go through life, one and another, and then again we take another break, and then we go to junior school, and we go all the time like this. There's always, we are starting and ending, but in different places or dimensions.
So, what is the ultimate reason we keep coming back, dying, coming back, dying, coming back, dying? When do we stop and get eternal rest?
Well, I really don't know when we stop doing that. We do have, we do rest. It's just that how can I say, a program or something that here in our planet we are supposed to do, that we have to rest for eternity. Maybe that never happens. I don't know. Maybe we are all the time learning and growing and being a more conscious being of light, you know? I really don't know. That's a good question. I'm going to ask my teachers or my guides about that.
All right, and let me know.
I don't... Excuse me.
I said, let me know what your guides and your teachers tell you. I'd be very interested to hear their answer.
Yes, I will.
Now,
I will ask them.
in your healing, what kind of healings have you done on people? Somebody comes to you for a healing. What kind of ailments do they usually have when they come to see you?
Okay, there are different types of healing. Sometimes there are people with illness or a disease, or just emotionally they need to be healed, or mentally because the ego is doing a lot of tricks there, in our minds, and maybe spiritually they need to be healed because there are negative energies or entities in that person or in the place where that person lives or works.
Right.
And I've done all this kind of healings. Yes, I feel very, how do you say, honored. I feel honored doing this, and I really appreciate, and I am really grateful that the people trust me as a healer, and I've been very, very. I can tell that I am good doing this. I'm not trying to be selfish.
Sure.
But yes, but I am good at this, and I really love my job. Well, it's not my job; it's my passion.
Your passion. How has your passion, being a healer, changed your outlook or your belief in God?
A lot, really a lot, because I was born and educated in a Catholic religion, and it was supposed to be a God. He was a punisher, or things that are not true. So it really changed a lot, because before I dedicated my life to be a healer, I was like a normal person, having a lot of problems and being sick, or having accidents or whatever. And I thought that God was a very bad guy, because he wasn't taking care of me, or he wasn't taking care of my family.
Right.
So when I started to be a healer, and I started to have these experiences with him, or this connection with him, and we started to talk, then I understood that it was my mind or my ego who made me believe all the way, wrong. And I started to understand that I choose this experience, this life, and all these problems, and all the times that I got sick and all that. I choose to be there, and I started to forgive myself, not him, not God, to forgive myself because I was living like that, and it really changed a lot. The image that I had before, and then after. Now we're very good friends now.
That's good to hear. Please stand by. You and I have to take our final break for this hour, Sinthia. Exonation Sinthia is our special guest. Now, if you'd like to contact Sinthia, here is her email address. S, and then the underscore, BEJARANO underscore AMADOR at yahoo.com. I'll give you that one more time. S underscore BEJARANO underscore AMADOR at yahoo.com. Now, we'll be back on the other side of this commercial break in a few minutes as the X Zone continues right here on the Talkstar Radio Network, X Zone Broadcast Network, Euro High Definition Radio, UK High Definition Radio, and on Star Cable. I'll be back on the other side of this break as we continue here in the X Zone with yours truly, Rob McConnell, from our studios in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Don't go away.
I'll tell you about the magic and the free your soul, but it's like trying to tell a stranger about a rock and roll. You believe in magic, don't bother to choose if it's jug and music or rhythm and blues. Just go and listen. It'll start with a smile that won't wipe off your face, no matter how hard you try. Your feet start tapping and you can't seem to find how you got there, so just blow your mind.
And welcome back, everyone. Sinthia is our special guest. Once again, her email address is S underscore BEJARANO underscore AMADOR at yahoo.com. Sinthia, is there such a thing as evil, the devil, or demons?
I believe there is. There is. We are in planet Earth, and there's always duality, black, white,
yes.
Good or bad. So I do believe there is evil. I had some experiences when healing people with bad energies and entities and all that. And it also, I also believe that it exists because we give them power with our thoughts or our feelings. When we don't face our fears, when we keep our fears inside and we don't accept that we're feeling afraid of something, we are giving them power. So what's the path or the solution for them to lose the power to face our fears? To accept that I'm feeling all the negative emotions or all the negative thoughts. I accept that I feel this, or I accept that I'm thinking or I'm wishing you bad. When we accept that, then the bad guys lose the power.
So basically, as long as we keep the power away from evil, then the evil can't come into us? Is that right?
Yes, it's true. I've seen that many times. In all the time, all the years that I've been a healer, I've seen that. When we believe that God is the strongest
Mm-hmm.
energy or the strongest being, higher being, when we do believe in Him, there's nothing else more powerful. Nothing, really. Believe me. So
S-
they lose control, And the problem is that we don't know that. We don't accept or that we are beings of light. And the other guys, the bad guys, the evil, they do know. They know that they are bad, and they know what they have to do. And there are no questions. There are no doubts about it. But we do. We sometimes don't believe that there is God or there is good things for us, or we don't feel secure, or we don't feel sure about who we are.
Cynthia,
That's
we've
the
just run out.
problem.
Cynthia, we've just run out of time
I'm
for today.
sorry.
I want to thank you very much for joining us. And Exo Nation, if you'd like to contact Cynthia, her email address is s_bejarano_amador@yahoo.com. Thank you very much for joining us, Cynthia, all the way from Mexico. We'll be back on the other side of this commercial break with the news at 6.5 minutes past as the X Zone continues with yours truly, Rob McConnell, right here from our studios in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.